Google search Cracku free CAT mocks. Click on the first link. You can attempt 3 latest mocks in the actual exam interface. After completing the test, you get detailed solutions, analysis, and percentile along with your scorecard to gauge your All India performance. Click on the solutions to get video solutions from our expert faculty.
Hello guys, welcome to Cracku video series. In today's video, we'll be discussing about the CAT preparation strategy starting from May. So let's get started. So firstly, one question that's frequently asked by the students is there are just 6 to 7 months left for the CAT exam. So can I crack CAT? So is it possible? And the answer is yes, if you start preparing seriously from today. So in the next 6 to 7 months, this is what you should focus on. What is that you can do to maximize your chance of getting into a good MBA institute? So that should be your target. So if you really want to do MBA, then you should be thinking about how you can prepare for the CAT. What is the best you can do to maximize your scores? And also this time period, which is around May or June. So this is when many people start preparing. And this is because most of them preparing for the CAT are either in the final year of graduation or those who just graduated or who are working professionals. So the majority of the people belong to one of these categories. So most of your peers will be seriously studying from this point of time. So if you haven't started yet, start preparing from today. And if you can put in at least 2 to 3 hours every day and more time on the weekends, that would make a real impact in the last 6 to 7 months. So the way to go about it is having a proper preparation strategy in place. So if you plan your preparation well and take an organized way of approach, then you can definitely crack the CAT. So try to set aside at least 2 to 3 hours every day, and especially if you're a working professional, it can be a little difficult to find time. But apart from your work, if you can set aside everything else and if you can allot 2-3 hours, that will make a huge difference. So rather than studying for 15 hours plus on a single day, if you can consistently allot 2-3 hours, that will be much better. So firstly, what you should be doing is make a proper study plan. I know there are a lot of concepts that are to be covered and it can be overwhelming to see the amount of work that has to be done. So what you should be doing is first start writing your strengths and weaknesses for all the 3 sections and also within the 3 sections. But how do you know your strengths and weaknesses? So you can know your strengths and weaknesses by taking a full-length CAT mock. So you can take a free CAT mock on our website cracku.in. So we are providing 3 free CAT mocks, and these mocks are taken by a wide base of students and these are closest to the actual CAT. So we are also providing the link in the description box. Do check it out. This will help you understand the exam pattern, and also you can check out the previous year's papers of CAT to know about the difficulty level, the type of questions that appear in the exam. So these will help you understand the paper pattern, the type of questions that come in the exam. And also once you've taken the mock, that will help you analyze where you stand. So once you've taken a CAT mock, now you'll need a plan that addresses your weaknesses. And for those areas which are your strengths, you just need to keep practicing more. So for those areas that are your strengths, you can spend more time on practice and less time on concept building. And for those areas that are your weaknesses, first spend the time learning the concepts, watching the concept videos, and then start taking the particular topic test from our study room so that you can get a good hold on that topic. So, but in any case, don't neglect your weak sections because remember that you have to clear the sectional cutoffs as well. And also if you're starting your preparation from May, you should be ideally spending at least 80% of your time learning the concepts and 20% of the time to practice those concepts which you have learned. And as we approach closer to the exam, this will be opposite. That is, towards the exam, you will be spending at least 80% of your time on practicing questions and giving mocks. But now the focus should be on covering all the fundamental concepts, and later the focus will shift on to mocks and practice. Because later you should not be spending much time on learning new concepts. So if you allot 3 hours every day, this will be 21 hours per week. So spend most of this time learning the basics during the initial months of your preparation. So make a proper study plan. You should also make weekly plans that in this week I'll cover so and so topic, in the next week I'll cover a particular topic, and so on. So stick to that schedule and also put that schedule right in front of you at your study table, and that will keep reminding you of the topics that you'll have to cover every day. And also make the schedule with deadlines, like for example till 1st June I'll complete arithmetic and so topics from geometry in Quant, and I'll finish RCs and parajumbles in VARC, and I'll finish tables and caselets from DILR, and so on. Similarly, by July 1st I'll complete so and so topic in each section, etc. So this is how you should be planning your schedule. And if you don't know which topic to start with or how to make a proper schedule, we have a lot of batches wherein we teach all these concepts from the scratch, from basic to advanced, and we put up the schedule for all these batches. So we have a batch starting from today. And if you can enroll for this batch, you'll get full access to 1000+ excellent videos, which covers the entire CAT syllabus from basics to advanced. It also includes the essential tricks and tips that you require to crack the exam. We also provide 16,000+ questions with detailed solutions. Additionally, we provide 45 mocks and 45 sectional tests, and then full access to CAT daily target. And you'll be getting 100+ concept notes and solved example sets. And as mentioned earlier, for a good amount of practice in a particular topic, you can go to our study room and solve questions from that particular topic. So this is a very comprehensive course that covers the entire range of topics as such. And if you can simply keep up with the schedule and follow the batch tasks rigorously, and that will help you crack the exam. You can check the details of the same on our website cracku.in, and the link is provided in the description box below. So we have put up the detailed schedule for all the topics, and even if you haven't joined the batch, you can see the month-wise schedule on our website. So you can see the schedule, you can see which concepts will be covered on which days, and you can simply try to follow that. So you can take a printout of the schedule and put it in front of you so that you can ensure that your preparation is going in an organized way. Okay, now how exactly can we plan our preparation? So we can broadly divide the CAT preparation into 2 phases. The first phase includes covering the fundamental concepts from all the 3 sections and revision of the concepts learned. So in the first phase, your study plan should be to cover the basics from all the concepts. In any case, spend enough time learning the fundamentals and make sure you thoroughly understand them, because without strong fundamentals in place, you're not going to improve your mock scores in the later stages of your preparation. And once you're done with your fundamentals, we move on to this next phase, which is practice and mock tests. So in this stage, you'll be giving more and more mocks and build your exam strategy. So each week, try to spend 6 days learning the concepts by watching the concept videos. And on one day, you can test yourself by taking the concept tests. So in this way, first focus on learning the concepts, and then slowly the focus will shift on to practice and mocks. And also in your first phase, which is the learning phase, you can also take 1 to 2 mocks in this month. And once you've taken the mock, go back and analyze it carefully, analyze every question, especially those which you got wrong, and understand why you got wrong. What was the reason? If you understand that reason, you can address it and fill that gap in your preparation. So in this way, the more weaknesses you can overcome, the better prepared you will be for the actual CAT. And also during the preparation, the mistake some people do is that they try to start their mocks only from around September. But that will be late, because remember that if you start giving your mocks in September, you will be having less time to address your weaknesses. For example, if you're not good at geometry, let's say, and you realize this in September, at that time you would feel overwhelmed by looking at the sheer amount of concepts to be covered and the practice needed to improve in this topic. So you'd be having less time to improve, and hence it's always recommended to start giving mocks early during your preparation. So what you do is you learn the basics of every topic, and then you go on to the practice and the mocks phase. So mocks is something which is a simultaneous process. Okay, now let's look at the specific Quant strategy. Again, as mentioned earlier, divide your preparation into 2 parts. First part is syllabus and revision, and then the second part is practice and mocks. So the first step is to cover the fundamentals from all these concepts. So we can broadly divide the Quant concepts into these 5 topics. We have number systems, algebra, arithmetic, geometry, and modern maths. So plan to complete your syllabus from May to July or by mid-July. And then from mid-July, you can start revising what you've learned. And especially when you're learning the basics, the key mistake to avoid is avoid rushing through the basics. The main focus during this phase should be to gain conceptual clarity. So avoid premature moves like going through shortcuts before having a sound understanding of the topics. And also during this syllabus phase, don't think that you have to learn every topic until you're an expert in that particular topic. Learn the basics of every topic and make sure you're able to solve a few easy sums from the topic, and then quickly move on to the next topic. So don't spend too much time on a particular topic. So make sure to stick to your deadlines, because if you spend too much time on a particular topic, you won't have time to cover the rest of the topics. So this is the broad preparation plan for the number of days to allot for each of these topics. So it can take at least 2 to 3 months to complete the Quant syllabus, because the Quant syllabus is vast, and hence it's better to start as soon as possible. So this is basically the rough schedule that you can follow. Again, the number of days allotted to each topic will vary from person to person. and it depends on whether a particular topic is your strength or your weakness. So as we can see, arithmetic is a topic that will take the maximum number of days. Similarly, we have geometry also, which takes more time to complete. Then we have coordinate geometry, trigonometry, and the modern math concepts. So first, it is recommended to start your preparation with the arithmetic and the geometry concepts, because arithmetic and geometry, so these two topics constitute at least 60% of the weightage in quants. So make sure you start your preparation with arithmetic and geometry, and then you can learn algebra, number systems, and the other concepts. And also, apart from learning these concepts, every day try to spend at least 10-15 minutes on doing basic speed math calculations, and this will help you improve your speed during the exam. Okay, next, moving on to the verbal ability and the reading comprehension section. So this is also one of the section in which students face a lot of difficulty. So to overcome that, first you have to understand what exactly is tested in VARC. So what is tested in VARC is your comprehension skills. So CAT VARC is a test of your comprehension skills and not your vocabulary skills. So you don't have to worry if your vocabulary is not so good. So if you can develop your comprehension skills by reading every day, at least 30 minutes to 1 hour every day, then you can definitely improve in the VARC section. So many people think that if their English speaking skills are not so good, they'll perform poorly in this section, but that's not true. So if you read a paragraph and try to understand what the author is trying to say in that paragraph, what is the main point of that paragraph, and if you're able to comprehend that main point, then irrespective of your language skills, you will perform well in the VARC section. And also the questions in the other section of the VARC section, such as the para summary, para jumbles, so these sections also, so your performance in these areas also depend greatly on your ability to comprehend the passage. So having a strong reading habit is required to ace these sections as well. So now the question is what to read. So start with reading what you like. So for example, if you're a sports enthusiast, you can start by reading sports journals or articles. And say if you're fascinated by fiction, you can start reading novels that match your interest. So once you start with that, once you start reading what you like, you should slowly move on to reading from different range of topics. So some of the good sources where you can read from are Aeon, The Atlantic, The Guardian, The Washington Post, Smithsonian, Economic Times, The Economist, Bloomberg, and so on. So reading from different topics will make you comfortable with different writing styles. And also this will make you develop a viewpoint on variety of issues. So the major part of your VARC happens from reading regularly and solving RCs every day. So apart from reading, try to solve at least one RC every single day. And also while reading, try to write the summary of what you have read. For every para you read, try to summarize that para. So that means write the main point of every para and then also write the main point of the overall passage. And also some of the mistakes to avoid here are if you're just starting, so avoid speed reading or skimming or surfing through the articles. So what you should be doing is you should read to absorb the essence of the paragraph. So therefore avoid rushing through the paragraph. And this is a broad plan that you can follow for learning the concepts in VARC. These are the number of days that you can allot to each topic. And as mentioned earlier, don't spend too much time on vocabulary. But if you do not feel confident about vocabulary, you can spend some time, but again, don't spend too much time on it. Your vocabulary will automatically improve if you read more and if you read regularly. Okay, so finally, let's look at the DILR preparation strategy. So we know that the DILR section has become tougher over the years, and also the demarcation between DI and LR has almost vanished in recent years. So those who have a logical bend of mind have a better chance of scoring well in this section. So try to improve your problem solving skills by practicing puzzles and other unconventional problems on a regular basis. So how do you start your preparation? So firstly, go through the previous year's papers, past 3 to 4 years papers, and then list down the topics that have been asked in the exam, and then start preparing for the concepts of all those topics. And most importantly, while learning the concepts, you should understand how to represent the set. So you should know the right way to represent different types of sets, such as, let's say, arrangements, scheduling, or puzzles, games and tournaments, and so on. And here also the important part is to get your fundamentals correct. And let's say you're doing a particular topic on a day. Let's say you're doing arrangements. So after you finish the topic, depending on the time available, try to solve at least 2 to 4 sets from that particular topic. And if you look at the preparation plan for the number of days to allot to each topic in DILR, so this is a broad preparation plan you can follow for the LR topics. These are the different topics that you should cover, and these are the different DI topics that you should cover. And again, these number of days may vary depending on whether a particular topic is your strength or weakness. And apart from learning these concepts, try to solve at least 1 to 2 DILR sets every day. And for more practice in a particular topic, you can take the topic tests from our study room. So there are a wide range of topic tests for every topic that you can take. And those topic tests will help you a lot in improving your scores in DILR. And also, apart from this, try to solve a puzzle every day. Since DILR has more of logic-based sets, try to solve a Sudoku puzzle every day or any other logical puzzles which are available online. So these are the broad study plans for all the 3 topics. Again, as mentioned earlier, you can tweak your study plan and allocate enough time on the weak areas. And finally, this is the month-wise schedule that you can follow if you're starting your preparation from May. So till July or mid-July, you can finish learning the fundamentals of all the 3 sections. Then you can revise. And again, as mentioned earlier, don't wait until the completion of syllabus to give a mock. You can start giving 1 to 2 mocks per month initially. And then later on, you can increase it to 1 to 2 mocks per week. And also you can start taking sectional tests by the end of May or June for more practice in a particular topic. And starting from August, you can take mocks more seriously. And this is what you can do till November. So if you can follow this preparation strategy, if you prepare a proper schedule and stick to it, you can crack the exam. And apart from that, if you have any other doubts regarding the batch that is starting from May, so please put them in the comment section below. You can also WhatsApp us or call us on this number 630-323-9042. And also we'll be discussing about the detailed topic-wise tips and about your exam strategy in the coming videos. So thank you so much guys, and all the best for your preparation.